All right, the first question is divorce. Now you must remember that when Jesus said the things he said in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, he was under the law. Galatians chapter 4 verse 4. When the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his son, made by a woman, made under the law. So he was under the law, and because he was under the law, he said things that were within the confines of the law, and a few radical things that introduced the reality of the New Testament. But when he talked about divorce, he stayed within the confines of their law and said to them, if you divorce your wife except for adultery, if you marry another, you've committed adultery. And he was saying that under the law. But after Jesus rose from the dead, Brother Paul began to talk about marriage, remarriage, and divorce. And he says, if the unbelieving decides to go, let him go. And when he goes, the husband or the wife is not in bondage. Which means if there's a separation by reason of either threat to life, of course that must be the reason why there will be a separation in marriage, threat to life or persecution. We always say it is persecution when the husband is beating his wife, or when the wife is beating the husband and molesting you and making life unbearable. That is persecution. Even for the preaching of the gospel, Jesus said if you are persecuted, run away from the place. How much less in marriage? So if you are being persecuted in marriage, take your bag and go to a place where you will still be alive tomorrow to either correct the marriage, or if the marriage never gets corrected again, where you can remarry and continue to fulfill the plan of God. So yes, there are situations for divorce, there are situations for remarriage in the New Testament. However, it has to be approached with proper counseling from the Word of God. I'll recommend for you my book, Understanding Marriage, Relationships, and Family Life. It deals with divorce and all that is exegetically taken care of. If you order for that book today, spend time, read that book. It will clarify all that I have said to you with Bible scriptures well explained.